Another Bitcoin miner. It's crazy, isn't he? I believe in this stuff. I think that Bitcoin has and will continue to change the world. Bitcoin for me is my refuge from fiat currency. People look at things too linearly. Bitcoin's gonna trade at $1 million a coin. It's like a 10x from here.
Speaking of mining rigs, I got my miners from ASIC Marketplace. I buy miners from them all the time, including these S21 XPs. I've had great experience purchasing miners through them many times, many years. I get them quickly, even with the whole tariff situation. I've gotten through with pretty low duties on that front. So yes, I have an affiliate link in the video description below and coupon code VoskCoin to save some coin, but I'm also just simply a customer of theirs as well.
I'm Vosk. By the way, you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. If you like the content, I hope you subscribe. I've been working on this channel for nearly 10 years, and I'm gonna work until I die or I hit 1 million subscribers, probably. And pulled a bunch of power in there, can hook up a bunch more gear. Already unlocked this one for easy video access. And I've noticed you don't change these filters often enough, they kind of get pulled down, and I noticed I wasn't getting enough airflow on the bottom. I'm worried that attributed to one of the minor failures. So I mean, most people probably keep up with that stuff. I get pretty lazy with filters just because they're so expensive, man. They're so expensive. It's like on the pod, it's like $300 to change all the filters, and I look how long it takes me to have $300 of mining profitability. I'm talking after the electricity bill, right? Those machines in there, current price is making like $12 to $15 a day per machine, but each one of them, because my electricity rates have been getting jacked by my utility, it cost me like $7 a day to run. And yeah, so let's call it $5-ish plus per machine. I mean, that's yeah, like that's great passive income, but all this stuff has been expensive, from the infrastructure, the wiring, obviously the mining rigs. No, you're just kind of like, I don't want to spend the only money I'm making on filters. So I'm gonna try maybe a couple other filter brands, see if something holds up better, or maybe I can rig up some kind of divider in between them, like put a piece of metal or something and bolt it to the wall, and then it can't kind of have everything pull down on itself, and that's a lot of pressure on that bottom one. The Bitcoin halving is roughly about 2 years out, and you can check that stuff on sololuck.com. It's the Bitcoin solo mining calculator that we made, and I don't know if you saw a recent video, but this full-blown capitulation on the former VoskCoin hard drive mining shed. We're just gonna call it the green mining shed now. Really, it's the BitAxe mining shed, and you should watch this video. This thing is ridiculous. It's a graphics card that mines Bitcoin, and it doesn't compute any graphics. And one other final shameless plug, I guess, while I noticed this box is we collaborated with Power Mining to create a BitAxe Gamma node. Right, so this is a plug and play. Nearly, you got to put Umbrel on this device because their terms say that like manufacturers can't ship it with Umbrel OS, which is free, by the way, on here because they sell their own Umbrel home. So this is spec'd out the same way the Umbrel home that costs $500 is. Now this is basically like a high spec Raspberry Pi, and here's the BitAxe Gamma, and you get 10% off all this stuff by punching in code VoskCoin. And you guys know I'm a Noctua fanboy, so I wasn't gonna have anything less than a Noctua on that thing. So I'm only releasing 200 of them. They give you the ability to solo mine Bitcoin, run your own Bitcoin node, core, knots, whatever you please, whatever you desire, and you can run your own private instance of public pool, so you can run your own node. And then that Bitcoin miner, I really came in here to get an Ethernet cable, but you can run your own Bitcoin node with that device, right? And then you run your own Bitcoin mining pool. You connect your Bitcoin miner, right, which will sit on top of that with the little cutout, and you'll be solo mining Bitcoin to yourself on your own private Bitcoin mining pool. It's as decentralized as it gets. And when you do everything that way, if you're that lucky dude who hits the next Bitcoin block, earning over $300,000, but more importantly, 3.125 BTC plus whatever transaction fees are on top, then you'll pay 0 fees. So how can you not like that? I get a lot of questions these days of like, dude, like, why are you still buying miners? Am I addicted? Maybe. I just believe in this stuff. I really do. It's been hard lately. You know, some personal stuff, some life stuff. It's been hard. The lack of support system that Alexa and I have has been really showcased. We've got some great friends. We've got a great dad, and a great stepsister, and that's it. It's not that much. Not a lot of people on the family front, but great friends. So I don't want to complain too much. It's just been hard, man, and that's fine. It's been an opportunity to step up, get it done, make it happen, but it's been tough, and I thank God that we have a healthy baby, and you know, my son is adorable, but he has been such a difficult healthy baby by all the things I've researched and everything. So maybe he'll be a high performer. My man was born with high agency, that is for sure. But it's tough, man. So this thing, back to the topic at hand, right? This is another S21XP. You may have seen some of the other videos. I've been deploying a lot of these recently and last few months. So it's another 270 terahash a second. I'm pretty sure the power draw is 3645, right? It's a hefty unit. Of course, it uses bitmain's newer power supply style, P13 or something cable, I think. It comes with this power cable, so that's great. I keep a lot of spare power cables on hand that have extra length because this isn't that much. I think this is 4 feet. Feels like 4 feet. And that gives me a lot of options because we have our VoskCoin branded PDUs in there. So pulling all those in there is giving me, like, basically, as far as I'm concerned, a limited upside for mining rig hardware and capacity in there. I have 400 amps wired to the nanopod, but based on how things have been going with that so far, and the orientation and the miners, and just not really wanting to keep messing with it, I'm going to put 2 more miners back in there and just kind of consider that probably done for now. I'm going to take some measurements and see about maybe reopening up the top shelf again that I had originally walled off. Definitely going to seal off the bottom shelf with aluminum tape. But I've got so much room and capacity in the other pod, and obviously if you subscribe to the channel, you know that I also have the immersion mining shed. Some of those systems are not doing as well. Some are doing great, some are not, and a couple are broken. I also have like out-of-date hardware in those. So the #1 mining rig that's in there are S19s. Right, let's say I go to mining now, mining profitability calculator, which, by the way, huge freaking shout out to them. They support VoskCoin. Yeah. And I think they've got the best tools, so it was a really cool way to collaborate with them. If I punch in S19 here, you know, my #1 rig in there is an S19J Pro 104. And if you look at this screenshot, you can see this is losing $1 a day. And I have it tuned on Brains to be a little more efficient, right? And I'm also not running all the fans on all of those, so I get a little bit of a power rebate, but then I also pay an extra power bill running all these dry coolers, right? 8 of those are in the DCX and 6 or 7 of them still work. But the DCX, you know, immersion system is good, but it's so inefficient. So you put 8 miners in there and it costs you a 9th miner to run their system. So, you know, that's like another, for me, like $5, $6, $7 a day in operating expense every single day. And I've been running it for years, right? So, I mean, gosh, 7 times 365 times 2, right? That's $5,000. I pay like $2,000. This is quick off the cuff math, or I don't know if I use that term right, but I definitely spend like over $2,000 a year to run that immersion system. And sometimes it's easy to overlook and not scrutinize like your mining infrastructure, but these things add up, and you start to be like, okay, like I mined $100,000 in Bitcoin, right? I just made 6 figures in Bitcoin mining, like gross revenue, but I have a $100,000 electricity bill for the year. Can you tell I just came off my taxes? Oh man. And the next step's right around the corner. I'm tired, boss. Well, hey, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm gonna go get this plugged in, fight through this. It's all rigged together right now. One of the switches is broken. So then I have the replacement switch we put in an eternity ago, and some of the Ethernet cables don't work. So I've got another switch rigged up to that, and now I'm just putting some more Ethernet cables in there, and it's a spaghetti monster, man. I'm starting to realize that just, you know, I can only push so hard all the time. My poor heart is just gonna let loose soon. And you know, I can just only do so much out here, you know, by myself. And I need to maybe reassess my goals and expectations and how I'm gonna get there, and also not come up short in just other aspects of my life. So, hey, I'm Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm not dead yet, so I'll keep grinding. I hope you will too. 10 seconds of tails. Super cutie pup. She just turned 10 recently, and I'm thankful for every day with her. And I have, of course, others I cherish as well, but Tails kick-started the VoskCoin YouTube journey in a wild way, and I almost lost her back then. So it really put into perspective just how much I cared about her. I didn't realize how much I loved her until she was on death's door, and I was like, whoa, 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 you're not even 2 years old. This isn't... You leaving hasn't even crossed my mind yet. But I'm leaving now. I'll see you later.
It's proof of work, it's sweat and grind, trading my hours for something to find. The deeper I go, the harder I pray that I'll strike the vein before it all slips away. The hum of machines, the clatter of steel, each turn of the wheel makes the promise feel real. There's ones and zeros, a code to decode, a modern vein down an invisible road. I ain't digging for silver, I'm mining a sign.